Hi, welcome back to tipsmatter.com. My name's Curtis. Just wanted to do a quick take on this Nancy Guthrie thing, the abduction. Obviously, it's prayers to everybody and the entire family. It's so sad. It's really been crazy on how this has went about. In just this case, it's just been so crazy. But a couple quick things. We're going on about, what are we on, 19 days since this occurred. It's still in the news about an 84-year-old woman. Look, pray to God I never have any kids taken or any family members taken in my family, but I can tell you right now, if I do, you can bet I'll lie to the camera and say I'm related to Savannah Guthrie, because it's going to stay in the news 22 out of 24 hours a day for now. We're going on 19 straight days. Absolutely incredible, considering, I understand who she is, but gosh darn, people go missing. Kids go missing every day, and we don't even hear about it. It's not even talked about. So it's absolutely incredible. So a couple things people aren't talking about. Savannah Guthrie is worth $40 million. $40 million. And it took a couple days, and I still haven't seen who put up the $2,500 reward for the safe return of Nancy Guthrie. $2,500. And you're worth $40 million. And we don't know if that was the Guthrie family, or we also don't know if that was the sheriff's department, because at that point, I don't think the FBI was involved full-fledged like they are now. But then they upped it a couple days later to like 25 grand. And I think at that point it was the FBI. So absolutely incredible. You're worth $40 million and you offer $2,500 as a reward. And that's it. After that, it's the FBI. The FBI offered $25,000 for a return. Then it's now on February 5th up to $50,000. They doubled the reward. Why did it take so long anyway? Now, on the 12th of February, a week later, the FBI doubles it to six figures. Now it's $100,000. And then last but not least, it's still $100,000, but a lawyer said he'll throw in $100,000 for the safe return for Nancy Guthrie. And I know it's tough to talk about, but she's got a pacemaker. She's on medicine. They didn't take her medicine. At that point, at some point, I think you don't want to speculate, but I think you probably can read between the lines on this. So I just think it's shocking that if you're worth $40 million, you think $2,500 is going to make someone return it? That's incredible. What can you say on how bad that is? And now the Guthries are thinking about pressing charges against a couple reporters for what they said, that they were being tried in the public view, and they didn't think completely honest, whatever else you want to say, and they were focusing on the sister of Savannah Guthrie and her husband. Well, it's not like they were ever cleared completely in the news. Now, I do know somebody said they had, some information, say they were focusing their attention on the brother-in-law, but you know what? And his name getting thrown around, and it was misreported. Well, let me tell you, go back through some Savannah Guthrie interviews and how bad she treated people during her time. We don't know if she's coming back or not, but absolutely, absolutely incredible. I'm curious, if she does this and that family does this, how many people are going to turn around and basically sue her for some of the stuff she has said and done, particularly Serena Williams. And if you don't know that interview, just go look at it. So it's embarrassing. It's just absolutely incredible that that Savannah, absolutely, you can go through interviews and what she's done, quote unquote, reporting the news when she doesn't. She reports her agenda and how much she definitely despises one side of this country, to say the least. And she gets to stay in the news 22 out of 24 hours for an 84-year-old woman. Prayers, and I'm serious on that. It's so sad. It's absolutely incredible on how bad this investigation has went. But there are people out there who would beg for 1 hour of a 5-year-old that has the rest of their life to live on the news. And this is an 84-year-old woman. So absolutely incredible in my opinion. I know I don't talk news on this too much at all. But to me, $2,500, that's a joke. And if, absolutely embarrassing when you're worth 40 million, that's what you're doing. So, that's where I'm at. I'd love to know what you think. Email the show, stelzy@tipsmatter.com. You can also find us on X and Instagram, tipsmatter.com. Get out there on Tips Matter. You think it's been a while? So that's where we're at. We usually talk sports. We'd love to hear from you. That's for sure. What do you think? Just for the record, I just finished watching women's hockey. They were absolutely incredible. What a job they did to win the gold medal. This hockey has been unbelievable. That'll be another podcast for another day. But congrats to the U.S. women as well, winning the gold in women's hockey over there in Milan. So on Instagram and X, just Tips Matter. Get out there. We'd love to hear from you. So until next time, thanks for listening to the show. Don't forget, if you go to a luxury hotel, take care of everyone that works on gratuities. Don't, come up. Here's a good one for you. Let me tell a quick story on this one. Someone asked for change the other day for a 20, and I have a 10 and 2 5s, and he's like, do you have singles? No. And so, he said, don't worry about it then. So you know what he did? He didn't tip. He's driving a brand new XL Suburban, staying in 3 rooms. And because we didn't have singles for him to give the valet $1, which is absolutely embarrassing when you're spending $1,500 a night per room, he decided not to tip anybody. To be honest with you, when you're staying that long that night and everybody's taking care of you, you should just give 20 a minimum. So because we didn't have $1 for him, and to be honest with you, and I'm not joking on this, if you're listening to this, you go to a luxury hotel and you tip $1, the valets, the doorman, the bellman, they would rather you keep your $1, because that's absolutely embarrassing that you tip that way. So until next time, thanks for listening to tipsmatter.com. And don't forget, thank you doesn't pay the bill.